What's happening, guys? This is Taylor Payton of the beginnerdrawingcourse.com. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and I just want to say a quick thank you for your subscription, all your likes, all of you guys checking out the website. It's a beautiful thing. This is going to be part two of a two-part video series on why you feel unmotivated to draw or work on improving your art about 80% of the time. Now, I'm out here, and it was just a little bit ago that I recorded the previous video. I'm still at the park, still hanging out, but we want to be efficient with our content and our creation just like we're efficient in our art. So I figured while I'm here, let's just talk about creating a vacuum in your life so that that vacuum can be filled with art. Let me just start by saying that you have to find the fun, and I kind of riffed on some ways to do that in the first video. And if you haven't gotten to that point yet, sorry, trying to step on little bees here. If you haven't gotten to the part where you're finding the fun in art again, it's going to be pretty difficult to get to a place wherein you can... I'm just setting up shop here. Let's see if we can get a nice angle. Almost. I can do this. I can be a vlogger. Bear with me. Okay. So basically, you have to get to the point where you're finding fun in the process again, not being so event or outcome oriented, but enjoying every little brush stroke, every pencil mark, every movement of your Wacom pen, whatever it may be. You have to get back into that process and create habits of drawing, as opposed to just trying to force yourself back in and then letting yourself down after you inevitably collapse. The habits and the discipline and the hard work are what is going to take you forward in ways that you can barely imagine right now. But I guarantee you that there's only a few actions that really lead to the improvement you're seeking. And the way to get there, a lot of it is mental, a lot of it is mindset, and that's what we're going to talk about. So in this video, I'm going to talk about creating a vacuum. Now, creating a vacuum, as you know, if you have some elementary knowledge of scientific principle, that air rushes to fill spaces that have had the air drained from it, basically. So if you take a cylinder and you suck all of the air out, assuming that the cylinder can handle the vacuum you're creating, all the implosive pressure, then you will note that when you open the cylinder back up after you've sealed it off, air will rush to fill it. And you can use this principle in your life by getting rid or creating a vacuum of all the things that are not serving you on your quest for artistic improvement. Now, when I say finding fun in the process, you kind of have to go through a little bit of a dopamine detox. You can watch YouTube videos on that if you want. Just type that into the search bar. But basically, you have to create less fun in your life from other sources of pleasure, whether those sources of pleasure are video games or binge watching shows or scrolling your favorite social media feed. That stuff is not getting you any closer to finding fun in the process of drawing. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be upset to hear that. A lot of you guys are not really ready to sacrifice a lot of things in order to see artistic improvement, in order to build artistic integrity, but it's kind of the truth. There's really no way around hard work. There are no shortcuts, and I can only tell you that because I've tried to find them. We have a tendency to be lazy as humans. Our nature is to find the path of least resistance, and thus it is very easy to pick up a controller, turn on a console, and load a save file. It is very easy to crack open a bag of chips and slap them down while you go through 15 episodes of something, and those are the reasons why people are feeling unsatisfied by creative pursuits or by trying to improve themselves. It's because our society has built itself in this way that really just makes the path of least resistance and mind-numbing entertainment and foolish celebrity gossip the most easily accessible stuff and the most socially acceptable stuff. What are you going to do when you go see your friends and they're all talking about, episode 58 and you're only on 42? And it's just like, do your friends have the results you want? Are they drawing at the level you want? Do you have art friends? Maybe you should make some friends that you can look up to in terms of that. It's not easy, but all the good stuff that you want in your existence isn't going to be easy. And so you have to start sacrificing these things and creating a vacuum in order to better fulfill your artistic principles. And the base principle is just the principle of progress, process, and hard work. And I know that's not a popular thing. People are not going to be happy about that. But I know that if this video has found you, and if you have found this video, that I want to hand you truth. I want to give you what actually works. And there's no way around it. There aren't any hacks. And there's no paradise to escape to if you're a fan of the manga Berserk, which I have yet to read because I'm mostly drawing. But I've seen that panel and it's really cool. So basically, just find ways that you can give up the stuff that's way too easy. You know, cancel your subscriptions, put your gaming console in the closet, or better yet, sell it and buy some sketchbooks and start putting in the work. If you really sincerely want this, then your actions are going to be the thing that start to build momentum. You'll find fun in it because you'll have no choice but to find fun in it. You can't be inundated in this society where everything has become about self-seeking and pleasure. You have to go within and find your own locus of expression. And the only way to really do that is to dig deeper into a craft, is to dig deeper into something that fulfills you and allows you to create and generate something, because then you'll find a satisfaction that, while hard, while it's difficult to make those things manifest or to go through all the failures, will be much more satisfying in the end than looking at a save file with 1,500 hours on it and a character that's completely decked out with all the best equipment. Because is that going to matter on your deathbed? You know, yeah, we can go there. We can go all the way to the end of your existence, and we never know how much time we have here, guys. And I don't want to be a bummer. I don't want to be somebody who is trying to create feelings of sadness in you, but I really want you to genuinely consider what is important to you. And if what is important to you is art, is creativity, is expression, is self-improvement, then creating a vacuum by sacrificing all these other things that are not directly in alignment with your goals is going to be the best way. Now, I know it seems extreme, and I am sort of an extreme person, admittedly. I will, go very, very hard at the things that I've decided to go hard at. But you can regiment it if you have that amount of discipline and self-control, but I never recommend that because most people don't. I know I don't. If I buy junk food, I'm probably going to eat the junk food. And if I decide that I want to partake in certain legal substances in certain states, it will ultimately slow me down. And I've had that experience, and I realize that I don't like being slowed down. I like to progress, I like to create, I like to manifest my abilities that are only won through the process, that are only won through hard work. And I hope that if you're watching this video, that it has struck a chord of truth within you, because those are the things that are going to matter once you begin to think about your legacy or your existence, and bringing what you have inside you, inside your mind, all those worlds, all those characters, all those robots, all those dragons, whatever it is you want to be manifesting as far as illustration, concept art, comics, animation goes. You have to sit down and put in the work. You have to get rid of the stuff that's distracting you, and you have to enjoy that process as much as you can, because it is rewarding if you let it be. And once you get rid of all the other stuff that seems like it's more fun, but ultimately leads to a dead end of zombification and just a life that was, in my opinion, not lived to its fullest, then you will be able to better and more resoundingly create. And I mean, create is a really strong word. Even I've been thinking about how we're not even really creating anything. We're just channeling and generating these ideas. We're just getting good enough at fundamentals that the masters have handed us and using them to parse the problems we encounter on the picture plane. So more about that later. We'll talk more about artistic fundamentals and integrities and philosophies as we move forward. But again, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I want to let you know where I'm at in my journey, which is getting sincere about this again, getting more motivated. The channel's been around for about 6-7 years now, and it's gone through multiple shifts, and I think that we found one that really works. I think we found that the drawing aspect of it is the most universal and can reach the most people. So that's what I'm rocking with, and I'm really enjoying it. I love getting more drawing books and practicing and studying and building the courses I'm building right now. And I have some really, really cool stuff planned to help you with all of the things that I've talked about in terms of creating vacuums, giving you the right mindset, giving you principles and habits that you can implement that ultimately over time will give you the results that you know you should be getting but haven't for all of the reasons that I've mentioned. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. If you like, you can check out thebeginnerdrawingcourse.com, where I have free courses and premium courses, drawing courses, commission courses, full-on illustration courses, all that good stuff. Either way, I will catch you in the next video, and until then, happy drawing.